Today we gon' be talking about one of African leading leaders ever and things he did for Africa. Ghana to be precise. It's good we have this knowledge. If at the end of the story you like it, please click on the subscribe button. Kwame Nkrumah was born in 1909 to 1972. He was a Ghanaian revolutionary and one of the most influential leaders of the African independence movement. He became the first prime minister and later the first president of Ghana, leading the country to independence from British colonial rule in 1957. His vision and leadership left a lasting impact on Ghana and the broader African continent. Nkrumah was born on September 21, 1909, in Krofo, in the western region of the then Gold Coast, now Ghana. From a young age, he demonstrated exceptional intelligence and a passion for learning. He attended the Akimota School in Accra and later taught at a Catholic school. In 1935, he traveled to the United States to further his studies, earning degrees in sociology and theology at Lincoln University and the University of Pennsylvania. During his time in the US, Nkrumah became deeply influenced by Pan-Africanist thinkers like W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey. After completing his education, Nkrumah moved to London in 1945, where he joined Pan-Africanist movements and worked with figures like George Padmore. He co-organized the 5th Pan-African Congress in Manchester, a pivotal event that galvanized African leaders to push for independence. In 1947, Nkrumah returned to the Gold Coast to join the United Gold Coast Convention (UGCC), a political party advocating for self-governance. His charisma and radical approach quickly gained him popularity. However, disagreement over the pace of reforms led him to form his own party, the Convention People's Party (CPP), in 1949. Nkrumah's CPP adopted the slogan, "Self-government now," and mobilized mass support. His campaigns, strikes, and protests resulted in his imprisonment by colonial authorities in 1950. Yet, even from prison, he won the 1951 elections, demonstrating his immense public support. Upon his release, Nkrumah became the leader of government business and eventually the first prime minister when Ghana achieved independence on March 6, 1957, becoming the first sub-Saharan African country to do so. As a staunch advocate of Pan-Africanism, Nkrumah sought to unite Africa politically and economically. He helped establish the Organization of African Unity, OAU, in 1963 and worked tirelessly to support liberation movements across the continent. Domestically, he pursued ambitious modernization projects, including the Akosombo Dam for hydroelectric power, educational expansion, and industrial development. However, his government faced criticism for corruption, economic mismanagement, and authoritarian tendencies, particularly after Ghana became a one-party state in 1964. In 1966, while Nkrumah was on a diplomatic mission to North Vietnam and China, his government was overthrown in a military coup. He lived in exile in Guinea, where he was named honorary co-president by President Ahmed Sékou Touré. Nkrumah died in Bucharest, Romania, on April 27, 1972, after battling cancer. His legacy remains controversial but undeniably significant. He is celebrated as a pioneer of African independence and unity, with his contributions honored worldwide, including in Ghana, where his birthday is marked as a national holiday. This time we gon' be dropping an African story, this time not a political story. Let's say Saturday. Subscribe now and don't miss a thing. See you on Saturday.